Hey everyone, it's Craig. This morning I'm coming to you from Gainesville, Florida, the apartment complex where Mariana is staying as she attends Santa Fe Teaching Zoo. This week I wanted to talk a little bit about stepping outside your comfort zone. Normally I'm an introvert of sorts. Don't like to share personal things with other people. I know that seems funny given that I'm doing this on the video. I'm stretching myself. But it's also a little easier on video because it's not face-to-face with someone. And so this week, I had one of my favorite nurses, Abby, at the infusion center. And I shared with her about the videos that I'm doing. And she took the link so that she could watch some of them. And as we were talking, she had saved me the corner spot, which is the ideal spot, a little bigger room since you're going to be there all day. As we were talking, and one of the things that came up was there was a gentleman in the room next to us. There's not a lot of privacy, it's just a curtain. And I could hear he was struggling with some nausea, so I had given her some aromatherapy stuff that had been sent to me that seemed to help, in hopes that it might help him as well. And so she shared that with him, and then I told her, go ahead and just let him know that he can subscribe to my YouTube channel if he wants. And she's like, well, why don't you go over and talk to him? Use your words and talk to him. And so my daughter, Abby, was sitting with me, and she also came over and said, you should do that, Dad. And so I did take the chance to step out of my comfort zone and speak with this gentleman. His name is Ron. He had just finished his first round of chemotherapy. He also has gastric cancer. His has spread to his lymph nodes, and he's trying to get into the same clinical study that I am in. And so it was nice to be able to share my experience, since I'm several weeks and rounds of chemotherapy ahead of him, and talk to him and talk about how quickly they can do the tissues and get it approved and all of that. And so it was hard to step out of my comfort zone, but it was rewarding to have a conversation with a fellow cancer patient. And to be able to provide guidance. Like, who would have thought that I could be giving guidance to someone around their cancer treatment? Not that I'm telling him how to do it, but maybe just what to experience, right? And then gave him the link to my channel so that, as he goes through and he experiences things as he's starting his journey, maybe my journey and what I've shared will help him as he goes through his part of his journey. And so I think it's really important that sometimes we have to get uncomfortable and do things not just for ourselves, but for others. And so I'm grateful for Abby, my nurse, and Abby, my daughter, both pushing me to talk to the gentleman and his wife and let him know that I was really sick that first week too, and that once we got the medication straightened out, it became much better and much easier. Well, as easy as it can be treating cancer, right? But it allows me to do things like come up here and visit my daughter in her apartment and sit outside her apartment where they've got a fire pit on a cold winter morning here in Gainesville, Florida. For my gratitude moment, I'm grateful for all the nurses and care team that I have at Advent Health and for what they do. But there are a few nurses that really just make the experience in the infusion center that much more special. They notice the shirt you're wearing, they're engaging and talking and checking up on you, they're smiling and laughing with you and joking, because we can't be all serious. Regardless of what our outcome is, we have to enjoy the time we have together. And so I'm grateful for all of the nurses that help me at Advent Health. But this week I'm particularly grateful for Abby and the infectious smile and laugh that she brings when she is there helping me through my chemo treatment, or on Saturdays, sometimes she's the one who's there helping to remove the port. And so I'm grateful for the nurses at Advent Health.